Back to Let's Talk DeKalb. You know, every year, District 3 Commissioner, who is also the presiding officer of the DeKalb County Board of Commissioners, Larry Johnson, hosts an annual event where he brings the entire community together to give back to families in need to make sure every kid has a gift to open on Christmas Day. One year, he was even able to help out a DeKalb County officer who was injured in the line of duty. Let's take a look back at that memorable occasion. Most people typically equate the holiday season to jolly old St. Nick, but in DeKalb County, the role of Santa Claus is being played by local families, businesses, and community leaders, all coming together to spread some much-needed Christmas cheer for families in need.
On the 6th day of Christmas, not too long to me.
Today, the Green family starts their favorite Christmas carol on the 6th day. That's the number of days standing between these excited little faces and prying hands and this mountain of gifts under the Christmas tree. Like most parents, also anxious for Christmas morning is DeKalb County Police Officer Dwight Green and his wife, Stefania.
Because that's my time of year. When I come in, it's like, okay, it's showtime, I got to do something. So I go out and I work. And they know that. They know Daddy's going to bring home Christmas presents.
The proud protector and provider for 5 girls and a baby boy, Officer Green, an 11-year military vet, was faced with the fear he never experienced, the fear of not being able to deliver on the list for Santa handed over by his children and his high school sweetheart.
I just don't want to let her down and the kids down.
Letting them down, Officer Green says, would have been allowing his children to be disappointed by the same night that changed his own life forever.
Push.
The night Stefania's biggest fears for the husband, who she'd begged to take a less dangerous job, actually came to fruition.
I said, Dwight, I'm not trying to be a cop's wife. And I was like, well, okay, you know that I'm not trying to get that phone call in the middle of the night. I know I'm not gonna have anybody knocking at my door.
Dispatched on a call of a stalled vehicle on I-285, Officer Green was struck by his patrol car late on the evening of September 29th. His car, warning lights flashing, was hit by a drunk driver.
I'll never forget it. It was 2 steps, and then it blinked and I saw a crash.
With one leg pinned under the tire of the stalled car, he was dispatched to help that night. Officer Green called for help and went into shock from the sight of his shattered left femur protruding out of his uniform.
I've been to war, been to Afghanistan several times, Iraq several times, Bosnia a few times. I've never been hurt like this.
But the physical pain of a contusion to his arm, a newly implanted titanium rod replacing his left femur, a shattered right knee still awaiting reconstructive surgery, and even the grueling 3 times a week physical therapy sessions to learn to walk again.
You know, some days it's physical therapy. It hurts him so bad he sleeps for a day and a half the day after.
All pale in comparison to the humility of needing a little extra help for the holidays.
Having one of the most independent, you know, stands on his own, does everything for everybody. And to have him, or to see him not being able to just do simple things of going to the bathroom on his own, taking a bath on his own, it's hard.
I mean, believe it or not, that's one of the first things that I was like, oh my God, what am I gonna do? You know, and I prayed about it. I mean, that's one thing I do. I do ask God, but Commissioner Johnson's office, the Chief Bolton's office, I mean, they came.
After hesitantly signing up for Commissioner Johnson's annual Tree of Love drive, the Greens found a chance at happiness during the holidays, and I was pleased to do the honors.
At the hospital, and they told us, they said, whatever you want, and I was like, well, my kids are high maintenance because they're used to me, you know, but they really did come through for us. We're blessed by them.
The Green family is actually just one of more than 450 families adopted this year through Commissioner Larry Johnson's annual Tree of Love program. It's his own personal crusade, he says, to make certain every child has a gift to open on Christmas Day.
Thank you for investing in our children, investing in this county, and investing about 458 children's lives for the holiday, for the Tree of Love. I've been doing it for a long time, and each year it gets better. The neighborhood, businesses, everybody has come out and took a name off the tree and has come back today to give their gift to these families.
Adopted through this year's Tree of Love were children in foster care, gifted with much-deserved community support.
By giving these gifts out today, giving these gifts out to kids who are probably the most in need, just shows them a level of love to them.
And families like the Greens, gifted with much-earned holiday cheer.
We all look forward to this opportunity to get in the holiday spirit, and it's really about giving more than it is in receiving.
It's a community chain of love, encouragement, support, and kindness, where the spirit is just as contagious as it is rewarding.
If you go over there and look, you got a lot of families who we've helped in the past who now have come back, and now they're now volunteering to help us.
In fact, a slowly recovering Dwight Green says the Tree of Love's biggest gift to his family wasn't wrapped and tucked safely under the Christmas tree, but instead was the support he never knew was always available through his community.
Special for my children. I mean, I don't really need much. I just want to walk so I can get back to work. But my kids, you know, I'll never be able to repay what the feeling that I feel that they were able to make this happen for me.
Diamond Lewis, inside DeKalb. That certainly was a memorable event. You know, Commissioner Johnson actually began hosting the Tree of Love before he became a county commissioner. It's awesome to see how that event and its impact has grown by leaps and bounds since he began it so many years ago. Now, if you're interested in an update on Officer Green, he's actually back at work and he and his family are doing well. Now, stick around because we have much more in store. We'll even tell you about the county's Geographic Information Systems Department and talk to its director, so stick around, you don't want to miss out.